And I have a couple more characters in mind for songs in the
Okay.
future, but I haven't got to express them quite yet. I have a few masks at home, and hopefully Villain and Drag Me get some special treatment next year.
We are loud and clear with Lance from Ashes to New. How are you doing? Welcome back. It's not been long that you've been in Toronto.
Yeah, we were here, what, a month ago?
Yes, something like that. It was a little bit more rushed. I remember your bus having some decisions that it made on its own on its way here.
Yeah, it happens. We're good today, though.
Exactly.
It's comfy.
And it's a beautiful day. I mean, we're not outside, but hopefully get to.
I've seen an alleyway in the arena, so I haven't even really been outside yet, but I trust you.
I mean, that's the rock and roll lifestyle, right? You see arenas and you see alleyways. That's how you see a city.
The occasional gas station in the middle of the night.
Exactly, exactly. Awesome. Now, first question that I want to ask you: when we see you, at least when we've seen you recently on stage, we don't just see a guitar player. We see somebody that walked out of an anime boss fight. It feels like.
Yeah.
When did you make that decision that you were not gonna be, quote unquote, just a guitar player with a band shirt on stage?
Right. I like to take pride in this part of the band. Is since I've been in this band since 2014, 2015, the second I stepped in is like when I started wearing masks, all kinds of stuff. Like I have a philosophy that if you can get off of stage and go directly to the mall and go shopping, you're not going to stand out. It's not going to work for you. So I usually try to not take it to the extreme, but I am heavily influenced by like how Wes Borland was iconic in his role. I mean, he does all kinds of crazy stuff. I don't want to go too crazy, but I like being the weirdo in our group, and I'd like to like think about how weird I can be that matches the energy of everyone else in the group, and everybody knows that I like anime and all that stuff. So I try to take that into consideration and just do something that I consider cool, not too much, inspiring to them, which it was a few years ago when we started doing the black paint and all that. I'm like, guys, we need to be a little bit more cohesive, and I feel like we need to stand out, because I gave them that explanation, like if you get off the stage, go to the mall, like, and you fit in, it's not going to work. So we kind of got into the paint with the blackout record and all that, just started standing out a little bit, and now everyone's all about dressing pretty cool.
So just as a side question, if Netflix calls you to say like, hey, we're thinking of you to voice some new anime show, before they can finish that sentence, you say yes?
Yeah, immediately. I don't know what I do, but I do it.
Awesome. Now, you wear a mask, but every artist wears a mask when they're on stage in some way, shape, or form.
The metaphorical question,
But your mask specifically, like what do you want people to take away from it? Is it an extension of who you are? Is it allowing you to be something that you are not? How should we interpret it?
I would go with the latter. You can probably tell just by my demeanor. I'm a very like simple, quiet. I don't like drama. I don't like attention. Right. Which is, every artist says,
welcome to the show.
I hate attention. And like, no, it's somewhat of a lie, but it is true for me. Like, it does give me the chance to be what I'm not, which is more like energetic and like theatrical on stage. Like most people see me and they meet me like, oh, you're nothing like what I thought you'd be. Like I'm just quiet and reserved, very kind. Like, so it does give you a chance to be an actor, be somebody else, which is really cool.
Last question about this. You said yourself, like, this is very intentional for you. Like the way we look, it's important to you. You think about that. And the people that have followed the band know that you have also like evolved, if you will, with that aspect, the visual aspect. Has there already been a moment that you told yourself, like, I figured it out, this persona? Is it still a journey?
Oh, I've never figured it out. It has not been figured out yet. I got lucky with the white mask everyone loves for Heartache, and like I see it with the black outfit. I'm like, okay, I got to stay creepy somehow, but also give certain emotions. That's why I like that it looks very happy, but also creepy at the same time, so people don't know how to take it. They're like, ooh, that's cool, but also kind of scary, but ooh, I like it. So that's the vibe I'm like always trying to figure out. How do I match it to the energy of the song that it's being worn for? And I have a couple more characters in mind for songs in the future, but I haven't got to express them quite yet. I have a few masks at home, and hopefully Villain and Drag Me get some special treatment next year.
Okay.
I have a really cool character planned out, so we'll see.
You'll have to come back and we'll have to see it on stage.
If I let go of all control, will you make me pay?
I remember from your last show that Danny was talking a lot about his personal history of bullying as well in high school that has fueled him a lot.
Yes.
I've met a few of your fans that have been very open about how your music has helped them with potentially bullying or other elements that they were struggling with.
Yeah.
For you, as someone who speaks with your persona, with your playing, do you, knowing that your band members have such a relationship with some of these songs, and I'm sure you do as well, seeing the crowd react in very visceral ways, what kind of pressure puts that on you as a guitar player who's also taking a lot of the spotlight yourself? But you must feel that energy.
I get a performative wise. I don't really feel. I feel like we're all connected in the same way. Like I can see their energy. It hits me. I give them the same energy right back. But we all write these songs together. There's plenty of songs that you probably have no idea that like I wrote the raps for these, and he writes guitar parts for me. Like it goes every which way. So we get to really express what we've been through as human beings in every situation, into every song. So the bullying, we all relate to that on the same level. I know Danny's told me his stories. Like I used to be back in the early 2000s. I used to be the kid with the what was called the duck's ass hair, like real emo back in the day. That was the thing. And I coming from a very small town with a lot of we'll just say it's a very, very backwoods. Hunting is like the number one thing, and you got a kid like me walking around the mall. You can imagine like the names that I would get called in public and that kind of stuff. So I've always had that pressure. Like I feel exactly what a lot of people in the crowd have been feeling, and that's part of the reason why we're showing these videos. The crowd is so connected to our music, and we want to spotlight them singing a song that means as much to us as it means to them. It's a very, I guess, what do you call it? A symbiotic relationship.
Yeah.
Where like we're all together in this same feeling.
Yeah. You said like you joined this band in 2014. This band has been on quite the meteoric rise since then. Do you remember the first time that a fan interaction like blew you away like that you realized that something was happening?
Man, timelines are all messed up for me. I gotta be honest there. I don't know the first time, but there has been a lot. Usually every single VIP that we have per show, there's always one person who's got a very long story that just takes the wind out of our sails, and we like gotta kind of take a deep breath and all connect together and hug it out and be like, look, it's gonna be all right. We've been here. We know what's on the other side of this. So it is really nice to help other people through those same situations.
Not just in your VIPs, but I know, because I've seen it at your other shows, it's not just quote unquote the new crowd that likes your music. There's families coming to your shows. That usually doesn't happen for a band that's only been releasing albums for about 10 years. You see that more at the Maidens and the Priests, where like whole families come. What's that like when you're writing and you're creating these music that that there's such a broad audience that's connecting with that? Does that play at all in your mind when you're writing new material?
No, honestly, I don't think any of us think. Really, it's weird. We feel like we start making some music that like we kind of have this is a cool vibe, but then we think about how we feel to connect with it, and then usually I'll like call Matt, be like, hey, this song makes me feel, this music's making me feel a certain way. I've got this really cool like idea theme lyrically for it. How can we connect some things that we've been talking about and create something that not only we feel, but like I said, they feel. It can be very tricky artistically to make it come full circle, but that's the goal every time, is to create our own little universe with our fans.
That universe is gonna grow after this tour. With this tour, let's wrap it up with you're here with Shinedown. That's there will be plenty of people here tonight that are coming for you, but you're also introducing yourself to a
Yes.
whole new world
Absolutely.
of people. This is our natural symbol that we have to wrap it up. So I hear that you say you don't think, but you're also a very thoughtful person. You do plan certain things out. For the band and for you, what's the number one goal for this tour?
For this tour?
Yeah.
Like you said, just grow. We're in front of a brand new audience. I think we have 4 Canada dates, and we always try to get here.
Yeah.
We're not successful at that every time, but we're here with Black Veil.
Yeah.
That was great. That was a new audience for us. So we're just gonna grow this fan base until we get to come back and headline our 7,000 cap arena, and that's the goal.
There you go. There are going to be a lot of people, and that's where the mask comes into play as well, right?
Yes.
It's not just that you're not able to walk into a mall afterwards,
Right.
but there's a lot of people that are going to go home tonight and go like, I remember one thing from this evening,
Yeah.
and it's that cool white mask. I need to check these guys out.
That's exactly it. Like,
Yeah.
even if they're not really paying attention to the music, they see something that catches their eye, and then they want to investigate later. And we have brand new fans, so it doesn't matter how small the part, whatever it takes.
Awesome. Well, Lance, you have a little bit of time left, and I hope you get to see more than just an alleyway in this arena. So thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it. Can't wait for the show.
Absolutely.
And like we said, come back soon because we want to see these new personas that you're working on.
Will do. Thank you, guys.